Ah, good evening. I hope I find you in good health, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Blessed Mother. As I kneel before you, as I bow my head in prayer, take this day, make it yours, and fill me with your love. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu. All I have I give you, every dream and wish are yours, Mother of Christ, Mother of mine, present them to my Lord. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu. As I kneel before you, and I see your smiling face, every thought, every word is lost in your embrace. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, up you go, Blessed Mother. Yeah, yes, up you go. Come on down, St. Patrick. We're going to sing a little ditty for you too. There he is, look. He has his little staff. He's going to convert us all. And you did that in 432, didn't you, Patrick? St. Patrick. You're saint of our isles. Now, we'll burst into song and into him again. Hail, glorious St. Patrick, dear saint of our isle, on us thy poor children bestow a sweet smile. And now thou art high in thy mansions above, on Erin's green valleys look down in thy love. On Erin's green valleys, on Erin's green valleys, on Erin's green valleys, look down in thy love. Hey, glorious Saint Patrick, thy words were once strong against Satan's wiles and a heretic throng. Not less is thy might, where in heaven thou art. O come to our aid, in our battle take part. On Erin's green valleys, on Erin's green valleys, on Erin's green valleys, look down in thy love. Ever bless and defend the sweet land of our birth, where the shamrock still blooms, as when thou wert on earth, and our hearts shall yet burn wherever we roam, for God and St. Patrick and our native home. On Erin's green valleys, on Erin's green valleys, on Erin's green valleys, look down in thy love. Up you go, St. Patrick, and keep an eye on the overall situation that we find ourselves in. Now, here we go. Let's talk. It was a very nice day today here in the general area of Oldcastle and then where I was, because I had to proceed my uncle and my father used to say they never went, they proceeded, had been in the Gardaí. Yeah, proceed. So, anyways, I went to Navan because I had an appointment with the chiropodist. These are things that when you march up the tree of life, you need to get your nails done in your feet, and because that's something you can't do now. I don't recall ever having that problem, but and it's not a problem when because they're good and they do the job properly, and you begin to sort of have a couple of corns that you never had, and on your feet, and it can be hard walking about. I noticed it was a bit tricky, but she did a grand job. 11:15 this morning. I was there before that, and I had time to say a few prayers. As a matter of fact, I was going to go down to check down stores. There was a couple of items I wanted in the ice cream line. Um, for my friend Eamon will be coming down the 25th of March, the Tuesday, for a few days, and he's a great friend and a great worker as well. He does a couple of things, and it was just a break for him, as well. So because I'd be up in his place. But now, what was I saying about that? Anyways, ipso facto. So but as I parked the car, I noticed my cousin Anthony. He must have been shopping in Aldi because his wife goes to the HSC. She teaches children that have slight disabilities, various skills and that kind of thing. And she does it, and she's usually finished about 12 o'clock in the day. So he's up very early in the morning, 5, and she's up in there 8 o'clock, I think, or something like that. And then finish at 12. But she does good work, his wife Wendy. And so I met him there and had a bit of a chat. And so he said he'd call later. And I mentioned around 2, but then you see, he was be up at 5:30, so he had a bit of a rest. And as a matter of fact, he called at about 4 or 3:30 or something like that. But it was after 4. He was here for the good with a good chat and talking about people we both knew in Hoth and the characters and all the rest of it. He worked for 8 years. He put himself through university, more power to his elbow. And he worked in Abbey Tavern in Hoth. And characters there, stories. So I told him to call, but I hoped he wouldn't call it too because I had my dinner then when I come back after visiting the lady, and I walked down to Dunn's rather than drive the park cart at Aldi, and went down to town, and Dunn's is at the just at the back of the main street. I think it's called. It's not called Main Street. There's some other name on it. Anyways, I got the items I wanted. 14 something. I thought I had my credit card with me. I didn't have my wallet. So I paid by cash. And then carried it up and that. And it was all right when you're going down, but when you're coming up, it's a bit of a hill. Now, it was not a steep hill. But I had no problem walking. I could walk 6 miles. Except my late wife used to walk from Bray to Greystones over the mountains, not the main road. We went over the mountains, and so it was you could just see on the left hand side and the mountains on the right. A very good day, especially in the summer. Yeah, she was a great walker too, thanks be to God. And then we'd have a pot of tea and a couple of scones in the Latouche Hotel. It's now apartments. There's only there's a couple of hotels, I think, around about the area. Woodlands is one, and then there's another one outside Bray. Yeah, I forget what that's called. And anyway, we used to get the bus back. We had the car, but it was the grand on a Sunday when the weather was good. So these are the sort of things. But now I'm at an age now I wouldn't be able to do those type of walks in a fit, unfortunately. But I can walk, thank God. And when I was in getting the choppers, that was there before my time. It was sort of 11:15, and then a lady would come in and a bit of a chat, and she had travelled a bit, and she was in San Francisco and New York and Berlin and these places. A bit of a chat, covered a bit of ground. She had family daughters or something, but she said she was sitting in a chair one time, and the next thing it was rocking because there's often in San Francisco the buildings are built in such a way they can withstand these tremors because it's in a fault line and it happens. And she was saying her daughter was in a hotel or in a restaurant with her husband, and the table was kind of nailed to the wall, if you like it. But it was wooden market, but it was the same thing. But they had a fridge freezer, which I think behaved peculiarly, and but the thing was moving, and I find that I couldn't stick that. And you could be in bed and it would happen. And I think there was an earthquake somewhere, but nobody was killed. And not that far from them, but they slept through it. So perhaps you get used to these things. But I wouldn't take a present of a house if I got it for nothing. Years ago, and I live in San Francisco now, it has a good name, and I know there's a long trams still going down these long streets. There was a film one time showing them flying down this in San Francisco. Yeah. And then when there was a man come out in a wheelchair, just was going, and he knew me from River Mill when myself and my late wife, we had an apartment there. I think I only saw it there during the COVID. She died, and I got it done up, painted, and that. I got a few bob spent on it, and there was a lad buying it, and then when the COVID come, he paid out, but I advertised it anyway. Guns, what used to be guns, I forget what they call them, it was something else. It was people bought it from guns when things was good. But in any event, it was that crowd. There was a place in Navan, very good, and it was sold. A chap from Poland and his wife and little baby bought it. He did a good job, I think, and I left nice few things for them, and I left lamps and pictures and furniture. I didn't, it wasn't bare, and I left the double bed and electric blanket and the things that pictures, and I have pictures of the cross and all the rest of it. So they were very appreciative and invited me anytime when they call. But with the COVID, you couldn't, and anyway, they bought it, and so all worked out well. But this man, he was in a wheelchair. He remembered me from there, and I didn't. So what? He remembered me, and I mentioned that I sold it. We sold it because my wife died, and I forgot. I think I said 2009, but we had the place in Spain. We sold that in 2009. No, it was two, 2020, only 5 years ago. I think I sold it, and so there you are. It's just that the lad knew me, and he's in a wheelchair. A fella called Paul McGuire. The therapist told me I couldn't think of it. So yeah, must know you. So he knew me, and he's not living in Rivermill now, where we lived, and our lovely apartment, 2 bedroom, big long sitting room, big long kitchen, and we got a good job done in the kitchen. We got it tiled and new cash and carry kitchen, the crowd that do kitchens, and it's a lovely job, and a fridge freezer, left all that, and a microwave, and things that they might have had to buy, and cutlery, because when people they don't get that, and I left a letter and welcomed them, and I think I put flowers and this, that, and the other, so but they were very appreciative. Because people don't do that. Some lad was telling me that when they bought the place, the person who was in it took all the bulbs. Very mean old character. They had to put two bulbs, left nothing. But we weren't of that calibre. Or I'm not of that calibre. So there you are, and I hope. So that was me day, and I got home handy enough then at me didn't. Bye now, and you enjoy the rest of the day. Yeah.